Dear Santa, for this Christmas, I would like a better bike to fight Pecco Bagnaia in my career mode. I'm currently trailing the World Championship leader by 34 points and I need help. My bike is nowhere on the team comparison page and the aces demand wins. So please, make my wishes come true and grant me a victory, or two. It is Christmas after all. Best wishes, DrAce. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So will my Christmas wishes be granted? Will we win here in Misano here today? And away we go. Let's find out. Oh my god, look at the terrible start going into the first corner. We've dropped from like 7th place all the way down to 13th as well. Who was that? One of the RNF... No, it's not RNF Aprilia anymore. It's Trackhouse Aprilia. One of them made contact with Marc Marquez and almost scuppered our chances going into the first corner. So my desperation attempt to try and catch up to Bagnaia and co is going a little bit wrong. Acosta's down. Will we get a red flag actually? That's 2 crashes already. Oliveira's been given a long lap penalty, so it must have been him, as Enea Bastianini was actually ahead. So it has to have been the Portuguese rider. That's a shocking start. And that's set... Wait, is it Alex Marquez who went out? Maybe it was Alex Marquez. That's twice a Marquez brother has been taken out in the early stages of a Grand Prix. Of course, in the sprint in the Saxon Ring, I think it was the sprint, I took out Marc Marquez, but it could have been the featured race. So either way, a couple of Marquez brothers have been taken out in the early stages of a sprint or Grand Prix. But anyway, enough about that. We're actually in a good spot here. I have a little confession to make. I only just realised this, which is a little bit embarrassing to be honest. I forgot to change my rear brake disc. Now I am 100% certain I changed it, but when I went back to the screen apparently had not changed it. So I actually really struggled in the practice and qualifying. The Honda felt like it was absolutely nowhere, really struggling, and yeah, I qualified pretty badly, and I felt like I could do better here as we... Oh my god, I'm going to have to go the long way around now. Hopefully I don't take out Binder like we did with Jorge Martin. Well, that worked. Ooh, I thought he was going to try and send it up at the inside into the Variante Balparco, but he did not, and we go into the Rio corner with 4th place secured. So we're making ground. We are attacking, and that's exactly what we're going to have to try and do. But yeah, that completely ruined qualifying once again. I swear I changed it though, but the bike felt absolutely shocking, and now that I'm using the rear brake that I use, which is the smaller rear brake disc, the sensation, the feeling, the vibration, everything just feels significantly better. So struggling to get into those lap times early on in the practice and qualifying, I think now will be a thing of the past. So I'm quite confident for both the sprint and the race. Oh, my first track limit warning there. Trying everything I can to stay with the likes of Jorge Martin. It's Fabio Di Giannantonio in between Pecco Bagnaia and us. As the 2 LCR Hondas there, both getting warnings at the exact same time. In fact, giving myself a warning. I just got off the track. I was a little bit sidetracked there just by looking at Taka Nakagami. He's just so good, so it always puts me off in a way. Woo! On liberties again there. As we lean into the left-hander. This is the Misano corner. Ah, the ride height device. I'm getting in some bad habits with the ride height device recently. I'm using it a little bit too strong. Oh, there you go then. I couldn't get into the 129s in my qualifying lap time. I had a 130.3 and a 134.5, and I just couldn't seem to get into the within the 130s. Oh, that was a late lunge, but it worked. And now we're closing in on Di Giannantonio. Not looking too bad. We're looking at, what, losing 5 points already to Bagnaia. I can live with that. I can live with it in a sprint. But when push comes to shove, we need to swap places with Bagnaia in the featured race in a moment's time. And yeah, did you see him look behind him? He knows we're talking about him. We slide into the right-hander here. I do feel pretty good into Tramonto. I used the ride height device here in the practice, and it kind of worked, but it did put me in a very perilous situation for turning here into some of the fastest corners you'll ever see in MotoGP. 160 miles an hour, what, 320k, something like that. Maybe not that high, probably like 290k. It's fast. It's really fast going into Cavone, and we managed to hold on. But with the ride height device, it wasn't ideal to say the least. Actually losing a bit of time here to Digi Antonio into the tight apex of Misano. Once again, a bit too eager on the ride height device. Getting caught on a curb there. Lost me a whole 1/10 of a second to Fabio. God damn it. That has cost me 7/10 of a second. Let's gauge it going into Rio. Let's gauge it into the Rio corner. Here we go. Turn 4. Braking with everything I've got. Yeah, there you go. We are closing back in. Less than 6/10 of a second to the number 49. Lean in again and hit that power. Try and keep with Digia. At the very least, just lose a couple of points to Bagnaia. I can live with that. Christmas wishes not fulfilled yet, but give it time. Maybe the featured race will come round, and that's where Jolly Saint Nick will grant us the victory. As right on cue there is the championship standing on the right hand side of your screen. 39 points behind Pecco Bagnaia. Maverick Vinales is 121 behind Pecco, 243 for him, and Jorge Martin 224, so 140 points behind. He's 19 points behind his teammates. You'd better believe, as it looks right now, that Martin is looking like the stronger contender for the runners runner-up in the MotoGP World Championship. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. I think at the very least, no matter what's going to happen towards the end of this season, or what, 7 rounds to go, I strongly believe that we are fighting for first and second in the championship. There's no way we'll drop to third or fourth, unless I have some absolutely abysmal races, which haven't happened all that much. I've had some pretty good races, and then 1 or 2 have just been a little bit bad. But we have to get ahead of Bagnaia. The part I'm struggling with at the moment, which I've explained in the Red Bull Ring and quite a few other places now, is that Pecco Bagnaia's lap times, he's not just getting pole, he's dominating qualifying. In this one, he was 7/10 of a second, again, ahead of the rider in second. I have never seen such domination from one rider in this computer game. It's usually relatively mixed. Maybe 1 or 2 riders will have that speed, but to have it at that strong of a level every single racetrack is concerning and frustrating, because I want this to be fun. I want it to be a good challenge, which it certainly has had the challenge. I'm really pleased with that, but it does leave me a little bit concerned for my decision going forward with the bikes. I don't really want to leave Honda behind until we've won a World Championship, but I would like to move over to something like the Yamaha, or maybe just a little bit of a better bike in general, just so I can fight with Pecco in every round. Because at the moment, the best I can hope for is third. It's like I'm the Marquez against the GP24 Ducatis like last season. I feel like I've got the skill, but I haven't quite got the legs underneath me, the bike to take me to the next step. Now, of course, I'm not saying the GP23 was this level of bad. I mean, this bike is pretty bad. Apart from the brakes, it's not so great. And there goes Jorge Martin. Wow, I didn't even expect him to go for the lunge there. I was too busy chatting away. I've dropped back into the 130s. And Bagnaia comfortably in the 129s. You know what? This sprint's taking it out of me here. We aren't going to catch up to Digi. He's just second ahead of us now. What the hell happened to my Christmas wish? Oh, come on, Nick. Come on, Jolly Saint Nick. Nothing jolly about finishing third place and losing 5 points in the championship to Pecco Bagnaia. Well, I'm sure you've seen in the intro already that how far down we are when it comes to team performance. And I guess it's not so much our ranking on that team comparison screen, it's more so where the Ducati is and how superior it is to everyone else. That GP24 Ducati for that factory team is unnervingly good. And that's where we're going to have to fight now for the next couple of seasons, I would imagine. Took me 3 seasons to get the victory in MotoGP 23. Could MotoGP 24 be trending in that same direction? One thing I will tell you is if that's the case, then we've got to start focusing more on career mode than other racing. I need to best the AI. Difficulty is still at 120%, no changes there, can't make it harder, and I will not make it any easier. Well, this is your final lap. And Maverick, excuse me, it's not Maverick, is it? It's Martin. He might be challenging me here for third place. Ideally, I can't drop any points now. I can't afford to drop any more points. Me crashing out in Silverstone could be that pivotal moment of the season as I get a little bit out of shape there into the Rio corner. That looked worse than it felt, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't actually feel all that bad. And of course, it was a little bit unnerving to look at, but it didn't feel too bad as well. The front end of the bike is just still popping up, saying hello to the aces. And there's not a chance that Fabio Di Gianantonio, I don't even think he could, if he wanted to, catch up to Bagnaia. He is on another level. Oh, a little bit of a moment. Apologies. That one definitely got me. Got me a bit nervous going into Tramonto, as we are really struggling now. Martini's on a charge. This could be tough. Tight to the apex for Cavone. On the power, keeping into the right side. Careful on the downshifts here. Too aggressive and you're gone. Yeah, we should be alright now. If he's not through by now, I think we've done enough. No, Martin! Yes, he had a big wheelie. Oh, I had a big wheelie myself. Bike shaking left to right, side by side. I think we've done enough. Bagnaia's Christmas miracle comes through. Digi a second, and we do just hold on to third. Oh, Martin disappointed. I'm not. I'll take the third place, if you don't mind. And there you go, third place in the sprint. Let's quickly move on to the race now. No rest for the wicked. We know exactly what we need to do, but the heavens have opened, so now it's time for a wet race. Quickly change my electronic settings and away we go. Oh, a bit bouncy look going into the first corner. Don't touch Maverick's rear tyre. I told you in Aragon, if you do that, it's usually going to result in somebody crashing. Kind of bullied my way through there, but I can see Pecco. It's always Pecco, isn't it? It'd be great if it was Digi or something for a change. We'll have to try and outbrake. Oh, not the cleanest of overtakes, but we got through. Wasn't actually expected to go for that. I was more so concerned about Acosta hitting me. And I made a bit of contact with Bastianini, but this is an excellent start. I have mentioned this in quite a few videos, that you have to attack in these early stages of the laps. That's where the AI are a little bit tentative, and that's where you have a chance to attack. So, Bagnaia, he's looking mortal for a change. We have a chance to attack the MotoGP World Champion, never around the outside in the wet. Oh, it's oh, I wanted it. I really wanted to get it done. And here we go then. I've had no experience in the wet weather for quite a while, so this one's going to be a fun one. Tight into the Cavone corner. Oh, I just bumped him there. Oh, I put him off the track. I put myself off the track as well. I actually got a warning as we still lean into the right-hander. This is getting scary. Whoa! Managed to position myself in front of him there. We have the line going into Caro corner. Gotta say, my nerves are shot. It's a slippy surface this right now. I got an incident warning as well there. That must have been for the contact going into the Cavone corner. I was a little bit aggressive. But you've seen how the AI treats me. I think it's only fair. So the points we lost in that sprint, we would now gain back here now. 34 points behind in the World Championship. Right, we have the lead. 0.3 of a second clear. It would do me no favours just to win this race with Pecco behind me. We've got to get creative here. I think it's time to take it steady a little bit and get Pecco involved with the other riders. You've got a very hungry Enea Bastianini there. He's not had a great season in his Trackhouse Aprilia's debut. He'll be hungry for a podium. Pedro Acosta on board the Aprilia. I don't believe he's had a podium, or if he has, it's been a while. He'll be gunning for Pecco Bagnaia's second place. We might be able to do this, but we've got to be smart and we've got to be careful. Cannot afford... If Pecco attacks, we've got to attack immediately. Have to just send it. 0.4 of a second. I'm actually probably going a little bit quicker than we need to, so maybe if I just take it a bit steadier, we might be able to push Pecco backwards. This is not easy. But as Davide Tardozzi said to Pecco, you can't always be the gentleman. Sometimes you got to get dirty. You got to start pushing them about. I don't mind doing it. It's an artificial intelligence. They don't care at the end of the day. And I got punted many times before. From Moto 3 to Moto 2 and even in MotoGP. We're always getting hit by the 120% AI. So here we go then across the line. Charge over. We are the fastest on track. Of course, naturally, we were. Binder, 139.2 for him. Has he got a chance for the podium? Oh, I certainly hope you're enjoying this Christmas video, ladies and gentlemen. If you are, Merry Christmas to you, and don't forget to like and subscribe. As we still are racing as if the MotoGP season was happening. Tension, pressure is on. And a good little scrap start off this race, but Pecco Bagnaia since has not been back close enough to attack again. Not really using the ride height device now in the wet. I'm not a big fan of using the ride height device anyway. Just trying. Ooh, that's deep, that's deep. Ooh, I think it might be alright. I lost time though. Where is the world champion? 0.4 of a second. Alright, actually, this is a little bit surprising. I'm not racing at a very strong pace here at the moment. Those lap times could certainly be better. But I'm happy with the gap. We just need to monitor this. Ooh, Pecco's closing in. 0.2 of a second. Oh, that was a bit nervy going into Caro. I will say, this track compared to the others in the wet, it feels very greasy and slippery. It's making a few little wobbles and bumps that I'm not used to. Touch the curb. Look how much drive we lost there. I wouldn't be surprised if Pecco goes for it here. No. Oh, that's way too wide. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was all because I lost that drive. There's Bastianini. We've got to send it now. We've got to get back through on Pecco. Oh, he's had a moment. I can't get through there. And I'm not confident enough to go here to turn 6. No. No, no, no. Come on, stop wheeling. Just work with me. Come on, Santa. Grant my wish. Come on. Can't believe I dropped the ball there. 0.3 of a second. 2.5. Quite nippy into Tramonto. Stay with him. Oh, he was really slow going into Tramonto. Either that or he was just far superior on the right-hand side for turn 10. We have a chance. And Ea Bastianini's probably watching this in glee, rubbing his hands together. A little bit wide, but we've saved it, it's okay. And then here on the right-hander for turn 12. Keep it in, tuck it in nice and tight for 13. Whoa, where's Bagnaia going? Oh no, I've committed. Oh, it worked. He'll have the inside line though, got to give him that space. I knew that AI was not going to stop there. Oh, I've pushed him off the track again. It's getting close. It is messing both of us up here, but this is exactly what I was planning on doing. Just mess Bagnaia up. Just stop him from winning. Oh, I'm wide again. Surely this time he can't get through though. He's recovered quickly. Bagnaia is 0.3 of a second behind us on the right-hand side. This is the very anti-Del Parco corner as we lunge into turn 4. It's Bastianini who's now behind us. 0.3 of a second to him. Bagnaia's going backwards. Look at the championship. Oh, look at the championship difference. Martin's through. This is what we needed in Bagnaia's home court as well. Look at him. He's far behind now. He must have made a mistake somewhere because he's gone backwards. Oh, the rear. Did you see the rear just kick out a little bit? Pedro Acosta's now through on Bagnaia. Oh, he was. The gap. The championship lead changed to 25 points behind them. That is night and day difference to what we've been going through the past couple of races. This could be pivotal in our championship challenge. Now Bastianini's on it. Bastianini's not my concern. Now it doesn't mean I'm just going to let him past, but you better believe if he starts stretching me too far and I can't compete, then I would have to confess and say, well, he's winning this one. I'd have to concede. But he's going to have to take it from me. These 25 points would be critical. That was really wide into the Misano corner. And I'm losing a lot of drive. Bastianini might be through here before we can say turn 1. We're all right. Yeah. Okay, a little bit concerned, but we're all right. Bagnaya's got a long lap penalty. I've just noticed there's no whatever it's called on the right hand side. There's no MotoGP stewards popping up. I have no idea how many warnings I'm on right now. I didn't make a note of it because I didn't feel like I needed to. I need to be careful. Bagnaya's got a long lap penalty. This could be massive. This could be huge. With emphasis on the H. Oh, why wide now? No. I just don't have the drive. I just do not have the drive. That's 5 points I could have done with. Alright, well we'll see. We'll see what Bastianini can do then. The former Facch Ducati man. If Bagnaia took his long lap penalty, how the hell is he still in 6th? Is the gap that big to Marc Marquez and Maverick Vinales? I was really hoping he would drop out the top 8 there. Ooh, steady. Actually feeling a little bit better now that someone's ahead of me. Let Bastianini do the donkey work. Sorry, mate. That's a derogatory term, I guess. He didn't like the look of that. He turned around and gave me a stare. This time. Power on. Oh, curb. Don't touch the curb in the wet conditions. You know better than that, Matt. Come on. 39.2 is the gap. Oh, my goodness. Here comes Martin. He's doing his championship challenge favours as well. That's twice he's done that. He did in the sprint as well, didn't he? The gap to... Goodness me, the gap to the beast is now 5 tenths of a second. He was a 38.6 on that lap. 4 tenths of a second quicker than I was. Ooh, okay. I'm going quicker. Yeah, I am going quicker, yes, Bastianini, yes. He had another good look behind him, though. He needs to focus ahead. 2 tenths of a second. We are improving this lap by. And as we get on the power here, we should see a significant difference in the delta. Yes, we do. But I cannot get the speed. I have tried so much now with this wheelie. You've probably seen it in the start of the video with the comparison. Our bike has 0 in handling. And no wonders Marco Bezzecchi is nowhere to be seen. It's just that we have the element of being a real human player. So we can manipulate the bike the best way we can. Default setup. And begging for mercy with the tyres. Oh my lord, Martin's through. And I'm wide. Oh my god. What is happening here? Lap 7. I'm 1.5 seconds behind the beast. And now 8 tenths of a second near enough to Jorge Martin. Yeah, look at the championship standings there, look. 33, we would be behind Bagnaia. Oh, there's Binder on the right side of your screen on the OLED ultra-wide. Maverick Vinales, 251 for him. He'd just be 7 points ahead of his teammate Martin, who's currently in 2nd place. What a shocker of a weekend for Vinales. He's looked so good this season as well, and out of nowhere, here comes the young Spaniard. The man from Madrid. Oh my god, I can't stop him. Where have they found all this speed? And this is why I don't mind bringing back the soft option Michelin tyres. Our bike is critically underperforming now. And a lot of these tracks with the massive straights, I'm not saying all... Oh, Binder! Oh my god! He's been there and done that before. Bloody hell! In the wet conditions, he sends it into Tramonto. It's such a good job I could see him on the OLED ultra-wide, I swear to God. 21:9 aspect ratio has just saved me there. He came out of nowhere. I hope I showed a replay of that somewhere. Blooming heck. Hecky thump. Oh, and look at that. I didn't even notice this. Pecco Bagnaia is your fastest man on track. What Christmas miracle! What is my chance of winning here in Misano? The crazy part is that Misano in previous MotoGP games was an absolute walk in the park. Not in the wet conditions in career mode because they were completely broken in MotoGP 23, but Misano was usually one of those videos that I would consider lowering the laps because you knew you were going to win by a country mile. I would probably consider starting at the back as well in some of these. But here, I've been outclassed. I have been outclassed, outperformed, and just bettered. They have done a terrific job. And then tell you what, Martin is not out of a victory here. I am rooting for Bastianini, to be honest. He hasn't had much luck on the Trackhouse Aprilia, and this could be the race where he pops in and says, "I'm back," and takes victory. That would be brilliant for Bastianini in virtual form. And I can't keep up with Brad Binder. I'm no better off than I was if I'd just stayed ahead of Pecco in second. But then again, championship is down to... Oh, Vinales is gone. Whoa, what does that mean for the champion? Is he out? I'd have to wait for it in a minute, see if it comes up. Yep, there he is. He's gone. I think that just puts Martin in third place in the championship. We have now got some very fast riders to contend with. I tell you what, that top three. If you predicted that top three before watching this video here today, go and buy yourself a lottery ticket. And buy two. Send me the other one. I'll take a commission on it because that was my suggestion. That's sensational. I never would have thought that, ever. So after all of this, we will only lose 2 points to Bastianini, to Bagnaia. Providing we stay as we are. I think that's okay. Board's coming up next. Not my best track. Not all that experienced with it, but I think that's one of those circuits that if I'm able to get ahead of Bagnaia at any point, we should be able to hold him off. But that is easier said than done. Times 100. We don't qualify well. We don't start well. So if we don't qualify well, we have a bad start, we struggle. So this is going to be one hell of a job. This fourth place will be really, really important here. Oh, I downshifted to first. Oh my god, I went in too much concentration mode then. Oh. I was trying to calculate a gap and I completely auto-zoned out then. Oh. That's lethal. That's why I never downshift to first gear. You'll never see me downshift to first gear consistently. I'll do it accidentally, of course, but I can't afford to lose any more points in this race now. I'm looking at Acosta. I don't know where Bagnaia is. I was trying to find out on the map there. I think he's with Acosta. We can't afford to lose any points here. I did all that work to deter Bagnaia from getting anywhere near the victory. And yet it could come all undone. Could unravel rather fast. Rather quickly. And Acosta manages to get me. We can't allow that to happen. 3 or 4 laps to go. Plenty of time left in this one. Plenty of time to keep the pressure on. Binder's gone. He's 3 seconds ahead up the road. Martin is on the cusp of beating Bastianini. You can just see him as a dot in the horizon. But I think Bastianini's got it covered. I wonder how long I would have been able to fight with Binder if he hadn't sent that move. It's a good 3 or 4 points in the championship there as well, isn't it? Is it 3 points? 25, 20, 16, 12? Or was it 13? Was it 11? I think it's 12. I can't remember. My mind's gone blank. I think it's 12, so it would have been like 4 points or so. I don't remember. Maybe 3. I don't know why. I always seem to forget what 4th place is. Someone will tell me in the comments section. For that, I thank you. But as it stands, we are still holding on ahead of Pedro Acosta. We actually lost a whole second to Binder there, and we're on our fastest lap time of the race. That's our first 1:38 in the wet. Gotta give the AI credit in this one. They are riding extremely well. 4.2 behind Binder. A little bit embarrassing that, to be honest. And I will stress, if you're not playing career mode and you're taking my lap times as face value, I'm not that bad at the game. It's a simple process of the career mode bikes being heavily nerfed to make the development seem worthwhile. So if I went into quick race, I guarantee my lap times would be significantly better. And in fact, I think I've done a flag to flag with Marquez here with the GP23 Ducati. I think my lap times were significantly better. I think I was holding the lap. I don't remember. I remember I did like a 34 in the wet or the drying conditions. I don't really remember, but it was much better than I'm doing for now. I could be completely wrong, but I would certainly say I was better in the other one. I've just noticed, by the way, Jorge Martin has got the lead. Jorge Martin was he's comfortably got the lead now. He was around 5th or 6th when we started this one, and he has just slowly worked his way through, and now he's at the top of the pile. Is he going to deny the beast of a maiden Aprilia victory? I think he will. I think he's going to. If that was the case, that would be the 3rd team for Bastianini to win with. Rossini, Factory Ducati, Trackhouse Aprilia. That's one hell of a list. All with Italian motorbikes too. GP22, GP23, GP24. The Beast. Maybe not the GP22. Did he? GP22? I don't remember. Possibly. Anyway, back to concentration. We are on the penultimate lap. It's Christmas Day. Of course, I'm recording this before Christmas Day. At this point where you're watching the video, I'm probably very fat on turkey and stuffing. I hope you guys are too. And if for those who celebrate at a different time or don't celebrate, then just enjoy your day. I know for our German friends, they'll be celebrating Christmas Eve. I think quite a few European countries do that. But anyway, I'm going to sidetrack here. I need to continue on the action. Still holding Pedro Acosta off, and I'm finding that I'm feathering the throttle a little bit more now. I think I was just a little bit tense going into this video, as they're doing a lot of full throttle action. I think that's probably cost me a big amount of time, to be honest. But we live and learn. And we're not downshifting into there again, I can assure you. Whew. Keep on pushing. Looking at the map, Martin's got this one covered. Here is the final lap. There is the final look at the championship standings. Exactly what I was calling earlier. Martin has indeed improved and moved up to 3rd place in the championship. That's a big, important 25 points for him. 125 point behind with 7 races to go. If absolute dismay occurs to myself and Bagnaia, there's still a chance. Never say never. There's the DrAce mantra. 4.7, 5 seconds it is to Binder. It's time to look at that gap behind. Hopefully I can have a look. Give you an alternate look now with the picture-in-picture mode, so you can see what's happening. Now I don't think he's close enough for a lunge, but I didn't think Brad Binder was either. So I've got to make sure that Tramonto is squeaky clean. Lean into the right, play it in the middle, defensively. Good. Point A, deterred. 1 point, ooh, less than 2 tenths, a tenth and a half. No! Tight. Curb to curb. Curb again. Keep it in. We've got to be tight here into Caro. Don't want the Rossi lunge going onto Lorenzo, do we? From many years ago. Keep it in. 2.5 tenths. I think we've done enough. I cannot stress how important these couple of points are to stay ahead. Or at least to reduce the championship lead. Or in fact, we only lose 2 points to Bagnaia. Oh, here he comes! No, Acosta! Keep away! We've done it. We've got the 4th place. Oh, Acosta's livid. I don't know, I think he did a stellar job there myself, but there you go, confirmation on the screen right now. Martin takes the 25 points, Bastianini finishes second, Binder third, and myself in fourth with the wannabe podium. We've seen the championship standings. I'm down by 36 points. I guess there's nothing else really to discuss. So guys, Merry Christmas, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video coming very soon. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.